What is the most inappropriate thing you've seen in your army barracks? I walked into the day room at 2 a.m. expecting to find some soldiers playing video games or maybe someone doing laundry. What I found was Sergeant First Class Davidson running a full-scale casino operation. 3 poker tables set up with professional felt. Blackjack dealer in uniform dealing cards like he was in Vegas. Roulette wheel spinning in the corner. Cash everywhere. We're talking thousands of dollars changing hands. Davidson saw me and didn't even flinch. Welcome to the Barracks Royale, soldier. Minimum buy-in is $50. Turns out this had been going on for months. Davidson was taking a cut of every pot, running book on sports games, even had a loan shark operation for soldiers who went bust. Guy was making more money than our battalion commander. The setup was impressive, honestly. Lookouts posted at every entrance. Rotating schedule to avoid leadership, even had cocktail waitresses, female soldiers from other units serving drinks and collecting tips. But here's where it gets really inappropriate. Davidson was using junior enlisted as collateral. Soldiers who couldn't pay their debts had to pull extra duty for him. Clean his room, do his laundry, wash his car. One private owed him $800. Kid was working 18-hour days just to pay interest. Davidson had him shining boots for the entire NCO course. The breaking point came when Private First Class Miller lost his rent money. Wife back home started getting eviction notices. Miller begged Davidson for an extension. Davidson's response? Your wife can work it off. Send me some photos and we'll call it even. That's when I knew this had to stop. Miller was 19, wife was 17, just had a baby. Davidson was basically pimping out soldiers' families to cover gambling debts. I could have reported it up the chain. Should have, probably. But Davidson had dirt on half the NCOs in the battalion. They were all involved somehow, so I went nuclear. Called the military police directly. Gave them dates, times, names, everything. Told them about the loan sharking, the exploitation, the whole operation. MPs raided the barracks at 3 a.m. the next Tuesday. Caught Davidson red-handed with $40,000 in cash and detailed records of every debt, every favor, every piece of leverage he had. The investigation revealed the scope of it. Davidson was running similar operations on 3 different bases. Had a network of NCOs recruiting players, laundering money through the base exchange. Court-martial was brutal. Davidson got 10 years, reduction to private, forfeiture of all pay, lost his retirement, his benefits, everything. Several other NCOs got busted down or kicked out entirely, but the fallout was worse than the crime. Trust between enlisted and NCOs shattered overnight. Every order became suspect. Was this legitimate military business or another scheme? Miller's marriage survived, barely. His wife left him for 6 months, couldn't handle the stress. They worked it out eventually, but that gambling debt nearly destroyed their family. The barracks got a complete leadership overhaul. New first sergeant, new platoon sergeants, new rules about off-duty activities, random inspections, surprise bed checks, the whole 9 yards. Davidson's legacy lived on though. Soldiers would joke about the Barracks Royale for years. Anytime someone complained about being broke, someone would say, at least you're not working for Davidson. The worst part wasn't the gambling itself. Soldiers blow money on stupid stuff all the time. It was how Davidson weaponized their desperation, turned their debts into slavery. I learned something important that night. Inappropriate isn't just about breaking rules, it's about breaking trust. And once that trust is gone, it takes years to rebuild. 7 years later, I'm out of the service. Still think about Miller sometimes. Wonder if he ever gambles anymore. Wonder if he ever forgave me for not stopping it sooner. But I sleep better knowing Davidson is sitting in a cell at Fort Leavenworth, probably wondering how his house of cards collapsed so fast.